Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing the chapter 3, Samuel is in Wales and is searching for the second key. In the other two chapters we had the story that Samuel's grandpa died and he coming back after 12 years to his old home was seeing that nobody was questioning the death of his grandpa, and we are investigating what's going on there. And his grandpa was doing some research before his death about the family history and find out that there is a curse on the family, and his death is somehow connected with this curse, and we are here to investigate. Okay, let's go. Yeah, chapter 3. Streaming about. One more sign. Oh, oh, Vic.
I awoke drenched in sweat today. My past memories are haunting me even in my dreams. I should not have returned. I cleared my thoughts and decided to carry on with what I had begun. I set off for our family's manor in Wales so that I could finish what William couldn't. I hope Eleanor will not refuse my visit. I don't even know whether she'll still remember me. According to William's diary, the next key must be somewhere at the manor. I have to obtain it. However, I have no clue as to where to start looking. The grate is locked. I'll wait for a while.
Okay.
Maybe the ringing was too short for anyone to hear me.
I think the doppel is broken.
Hmm. It seems that the wires inside barely connect. It seems that the wires inside...
Okay. Maybe we can repair it somehow.
Maybe if the blade were thinner. Hello? Is anyone there? No one heard me.
You need to yell, Samuel.
The left leg of the statue is broken off. There's a nail stuck in the column. It wasn't at all hard to pull out.
Okay, maybe something else to see here. I don't think so, but I hope with the nail we can repair it.
I'll try to stick the nail under the doorbell so that it connects the wires. That seems to have helped. Someone's coming.
What do you want, sir? Madame Eleanor is not expecting anyone today.
I am Samuel Gordon from Black Mirror. I am here to visit Eleanor. Take me to her, please.
I'm sorry, sir, that's quite impossible.
What do you mean?
Pardon me, you said you were a Gordon?
Yes, Samuel Gordon, the son of Randall Gordon.
I'd like to trust you, but I can't. There have been some problems recently, and I've got to be very careful about who I let in. Maybe if you could prove your identity somehow, sir.
I must say I expected a warmer reception.
I'm sorry, sir, I must insist.
Okay. Mhm.
I've got a lot of work to do in the garden.
Hey. I'm back.
I hope he's going to let me in this time. I haven't traveled the entire day, only to be left standing in front of the gate.
Oh, is that you again, sir? Can you prove you're a Gordon?
I hope you will find this to be sufficient proof of my identity.
I hope
It's
so.
William Gordon's mourning card. He is one of the reasons why I have come.
Of course, sir. I apologize for the disbelief. Some hoodlums tried to rob us a short while back, hence the extra caution, you see.
Okay.
I understand. May we go in now?
Follow me. I'll see you inside.
I thought it's more difficult to get inside.
Pardon me, madam.
Yes, Louis. I see we have a visitor.
This is Samuel Gordon. He's come from Castle Black Mirror.
Oh, yes. I know who he is, Louis. That's all right. Is your memory failing you? I hope you welcomed our guest warmly, Louis.
I didn't know who he was, madam, and therefore I didn't want to let him in.
Welcome to Wales, Samuel. Hopefully Louis didn't annoy you too much.
No, madam. He explained the reasons for his cautious behavior.
We need to be extra careful these days. We were almost robbed last week. But that is probably of little
Easy.
interest to you. So why are you delighting me with your visit?
Can we speak in private?
I understand. Louis, can you return to your duties now?
Certainly, madam.
Thank you. I am so glad you have come, Samuel. I have not seen anyone from the family in years, and time passes so slowly here. Tell me, how long are you planning
Really?
to stay with us?
Several days, I expect, but I don't know yet.
Only a few days? That's a pity. Victoria wrote about what had happened to William. I liked him very much. He was a great man. I regret not attending the funeral, but I am weak, and a long journey might affect my health further. I explained everything to Victoria in a letter. I hope she is not angry with me. Do you know whether she received my letter? I have not received a reply, and I do not know what to think about it.
But I have her reply here. I promised to deliver it.
Really? You are very kind. I am not keen on waiting in uncertainty. I will read it this evening. But surely you have not come just to deliver a letter.
So the lady is saying that someone want to break in the house around the manor, but in the diary of William, he was reading that he was visiting here. So something is weird.
Tell me, madam, when did you last see William?
That was a very long time ago. Yes, I do remember. He came to visit me 2 years ago, along with Robert. It was nice to see them again
Okay.
after such a long time.
How long did they stay?
Less than a month, I think. Why are you asking about it anyway?
I'm picking up certain pieces of a puzzle.
I see.
Do you remember any significant occurrence from that visit? Did William behave normally?
I do not remember him behaving in a... or maybe... As I recall, he was enormously interested in our family tomb. That surprised me. He seemed quite obsessed with it. In fact, he kept asking me about it all the time and finally convinced me to take him inside. I did not want anyone to disturb my ancestors' rest, but I eventually gave in. I don't know what he'd been after, though he did not want to answer any of my questions, even though I asked him directly. That day, he really did behave strangely.
William was inside the tomb. However, he found nothing, just as he recorded in his diary.
Yeah, but his diary says, what I understand, it's just like it's a short time before his death, a half year, that he gets strange and makes this research. And she's saying it's 2 years ago. That's a bit makes no sense. So maybe it was William who was break in some weeks ago. No.
I found William's personal diary, Eleanor. I read all the important records several times. He mentions the tomb you spoke about. Are you sure he did not tell you anything about it? Can you remember anything more from his visit?
Much time has passed since then, Samuel, but my memory still serves me well. He did not give me any idea why he'd been interested in that place so much. Nothing at all.
I understand. You most probably are aware of the curse that has harassed our family for so long. What do you think about it?
The curse of the Gordons? You would not believe such a tale, would you? Being a young man of the modern age, Samuel?
The chronicles state that Durgam Gordon found his final rest somewhere at this manor. Perhaps this refers to your family tomb.
I do not think so. The tomb is old, but not older than 200 years. As far as I know, the tales about Durgam reach much farther into the past. The only thing I know of him is the memorial with his name. Even if the chronicles did not lie, his grave would have certainly fallen apart a long time ago.
William knew that Durgam's key must be somewhere at the manor. I've got to get into that tomb somehow. Madam, do you know this man?
He reminds me of someone, but I may be mistaken. Am I supposed to know him?
Oh, I believe so. It's William's protege.
James! I didn't recognize him in this older picture. I only knew him as a little boy. Oh, where could he be now?
He is in Robert's care, in the sanatorium in Ashbury.
Is he still... Poor lad. James was quite normal when he was young, but as he matured, that strange illness of his got worse. And he started to regress rapidly. That is why in the end William put him in Robert's hands. Poor boy. I'm glad you told me. At least I can pray for him.
Okay, now we know his name is James, and was it not that in the diary of William was written that James have a key? So maybe the next chapter we need to go to Ashbury.
I remember the last time I was here as well. However, I'm a little surprised that you remembered me.
Of course I remember you. I have not lived here all my life. You know, I also spent some years at the Black Mirror Castle. My memory is the only thing that still serves me well. You were very young then. I can certainly understand that you would not remember the boring visits of relatives from afar.
I would also like a word with Richard. Can you tell me where I can find him?
Richard, my husband. I do not know. We barely see one another. I will tell you why before you ask. It's that damned chemistry lab of his and all those nonsensical experiments. You see, when he was young, he was an avowed scientist, but never made his breakthrough. Years ago, he stopped his experiments for a long time, and I thought it was for good. But lately, the old fool has returned to those silly experiments and would rather spend his time with a microscope and formulae rather than with me.
So you don't know where I can find him?
I am angry with him right now. I'm not interested in the least what he is doing or where he is. I forbade him to carry out any experiments in the mansion because I am afraid something might happen. If you want to talk to him, go to the old house in the garden. Most of the time he closets himself in there with his chemicals. Surely you will be able to find him.
May I know which room you plan to make available for me this evening?
Louis will get the east room ready for you. It is cozy and warm. You are my guest.
Thank you.
Amazing who's just coming there. This is like immediately asking, hey, do you have a room for me? Everything is cool and no problem nowadays. Every normal person is like, oh god, there's someone coming from the family and just demand that he can stay for several days. Hmm.
Do you know that after having traveled a whole day, I almost did not make it past your main gate?
Yes, I do. Louis did not want to let you in. You must forgive him. He's only doing what he has been told.
Oh, it wasn't just Louis. The doorbell doesn't work.
Oh, well, this whole place is falling apart. Many things do not work anymore. The mansion is slowly deteriorating. Richard does not care about these things, and I cannot manage it all alone. I'm glad I at least have Louis to help me. Without him, the garden would have become desolate a long time ago. Would you please tell Louis to fix that silly doorbell?
Certainly. Eleanor, have you ever seen anything like this?
No. What is it supposed to be?
Oh, I hoped you would tell me.
I'm sorry.
According to William's diary, an object similar to this one should be somewhere here at the manor.
I really have not seen anything like it before.
Will you allow me to examine the grounds of the mansion?
Gladly. Consider yourself at home. Just tell Louis that you are my guest.
Look at these pictures. Do the images make any sense to you?
No, I'm afraid they don't. So what do the symbols mean?
I'm not sure myself, but I hope to find out. I think I'll go now. Eleanor and Victoria have been friends for many years. Her father was a piano virtuoso. A common mirror, nothing special. It's carved from dark mahogany. The lid hosts a chessboard with only 9 fields. The coat of arms of the Wales branch. Our family line is much older. The wood is crackling within the flames. The whole room is comfortably warm. Matthias Gordon, Eleanor's father. He was a famous piano virtuoso in his time.
This is not the melody of the music box that we found.
I am not familiar with these coats of arms. They are not ours. Perhaps they belong to relatives of Eleanor's. I won't rest before the evening. The staircase leads to the rooms in the upper floor. I'll go to my room in the evening.
Okay. Let's look around outside and maybe find something. Oh.
I can't see inside. The glass is very dirty. Perhaps no one lives in this part of the house.
Yeah, not so easy nowadays. Having big houses but don't maintain them. It's better to have a small house than a huge mansion. Okay, here is this. Only this fountain.
I don't know what species it is, but it smells lovely. There are many of them around. They probably thrive on the damp air.
Okay.
The water is quite clean, no algae or mud. It reminds me of our ill-fated pond. The water is quite clean, no algae or mud.
Nice. So the gardener here to do something. Not like the old one in Black Mirror.
I've never seen leaves of such vibrancy before. It's probably a very special species.
Yeah, let's talk with him.
May we talk?
What do you want?
Do you know that the bell on the main gate is not working?
Yes, I'll know, but I only have one pair of hands. When I have finished with other things, I will attend to it.
Well, you really should go fix it right away. It is Eleanor's wish.
Okay, I will get this done and then I'll fix it.
I think I'll go now.
Okay.
The caretaker.
Sir,
What?
that path leads to the old garden. Visitors are not permitted back there.
Madam has given me permission as her guest to go wherever I please.
Oh, in that case it's all right, sir.
Yeah, you servant. You here. So this is a garden house where
I haven't got time to sit here. Pity though, this place is beautiful.
there's a garden house where there's a guy making his experiments. The husband of his aunt.
An old water ditch. It could be quite deep. Now it's overgrown with bushes and tall grass. There's no way to see inside from here.
Okay.
I'd say it has survived from the times of the old manor, just like the old grape that's bearing it. When was the last time water was running it?
Here we found something on the floor. No. So,
According to what Eleanor said, Richard should be somewhere inside this old house. It seems to be deserted.
let's find out.
This hole must let quite a bit of water in when it rains. If Richard stays in this house, it's certainly not in the room with the hole in the roof.
What's having such a
D and J.B. Fraser.
house on
These
the
names don't ring a
property?
bell.
They should take care about it. Just rent it to some guy.
These boards seem newer than the other ones on the house. Someone must have mended the hole recently. The staircase doesn't look very stable. The lower steps are broken. I can't go up. There's no going inside this way. Someone dropped it here. Nothing that I would be interested in. Locked. It won't move a single inch. It seems that the key is in the lock on the other side.
Okay. Let's continue. Maybe we find somewhere else something.
This must be it. Durgam Gordon's tomb. I've got to get inside somehow. It must have been here for hundreds of years. It may be as old as the ruins of the church behind it. An old carving in the stone tablet reads, Durgam Gordon, 1523. The rest of the carving is illegible. Durgam's memorial.
Okay.
The swamp in the rear part of the garden could be quite deep. I cannot go there.
I have no clue of England or Wales, but do they have some churches in the back garden?
Part of the stone fence that the wall could no longer bear. It's sinking into the earth, saturated by the swamp. The same species as the other shrubs in the garden. This one doesn't blossom, though. Strange. Perhaps the dampness from the nearby swamp is affecting it. Who knows? A dead shrub. Nothing interesting. The grate is locked.
Okay. Cannot enter it. Good.
Strange. The soil here is of different color than anywhere else in the garden. Strange. The soil...
I think we need to collect some things from here. It's water and the fountains, here for minigame or something like that. I have no clue. But I feel like that. Okay, we cannot enter. Now we can go back to the main gate and then ask the gardener and his aunt.
There's no way to see inside from here.
Here. Faucet.
The hose is fixed to the faucet with a strong wire. I'll get it off.
Okay.
Just turning the faucet should be enough to make the water run now. I don't need to wash anything yet.
But maybe with a wire we can open the door. This other door.
I could push the key out of the lock, but it would fall to the floor and I would never be able to reach it.
Okay, not a good idea. Here we could maybe open. No, we cannot open the top. The tomb. It's a tomb, it's a tomb.
I can't leave yet. I'll go back.
Okay.
May we talk?
What do you want?
Louis, I'd like to have a look in the family tomb in the back garden.
There is nothing to be seen there, sir.
I'll decide that for myself. Can you open it for me?
No, sir, I can't. Madam has explicitly forbidden it. I can't let anyone in.
Surely, nothing bad will happen if you let me in. Lend me your key, and I'll bring it back in a minute. No one will find out. It will stay just between us.
Yeah, come on.
Madam would certainly fire me if I broke her explicit order. I can't do anything.
Obviously, Louis won't open the grate. Oh well, at least I know who has the key. I think I'll go now.
Maybe the key's hanging somewhere on his pants. You can take it's a wire to get it. Maybe let's go to his aunt and ask her. Wait, we couldn't ask the gardener.
Well,
Or the uncle.
Yes?
I went to the old house at the rear of the garden as you suggested, but the door was locked.
Oh, that does not surprise me. Richard is crazy about all those tubes and flasks and treats them as if they were something valuable. Ask Louis. He brings him his meals. He probably keeps the key with him.
May I ask what that composition is that you are playing?
It is from a distant memory. I love this song. It has so much melancholy in it. If you are interested, I could play some more for you in the evening.
That would be delightful. I had a look at your family tomb at the end of the garden. It looks quite well preserved, unlike the ruins on the hill.
Yes, but its base is slowly sinking into the swamp. I have no idea what to do about it. The swamp is spreading more and more. In a few years, I may even see it from my window, and all those annoying insects will be flying everywhere.
Do I understand correctly that you do not wish that anyone enter the tomb? I would like to ask you to make an exception and let me in.
I'm sorry, Samuel. I really don't want anyone stepping inside. The dead deserve a dignified rest.
I understand. I won't insist. I conveyed your message to Louis. He'll fix the doorbell by the evening.
Thank you.
I think I'll go now.
And now we go back to Louis, the gardener.
May we talk?
What do you want?
Madam told me you have the key to the old house at the back of the garden. I need it.
But I haven't got it. Madam must have made a mistake.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
I think I'll go now.
Okay, let's go back to the...
I don't want to disturb her.
No one has the key. I can ask no one. Why not? Let's find other way to get the attention of him. Maybe we can throw a stone or something like that in the window.
There's no way to see inside from here. There's no way to see inside from here.
Okay. As I can throw.
Just turning the faucet should be enough to make the water run now. I don't need to wash anything yet.
Okay. Do we find the stone? Anything that I can throw?
Locked.
Ah, wait. I put first the model card under the door and then press the key out. Then I could get it.
The house seems abandoned.
Okay. I hear a sleeping cat.
Where did it run? Where is it? It's not in the cabinet. I can't see anything there. The cabinet is too dark.
Okay. Do I have something like a lamp?
Completely rotten. I have no use for it. It's completely dirty. A wrench for tightening hexagonal nuts.
Okay.
I don't want to make tea. Just soot and ashes. Apparently, no fire has been started here in a long time. Tools for maintaining the fireplace. It's tightly shut. It's tightly shut.
Now let's open it. This tool.
A cigarette lighter. It appears to be missing a wick.
Mm-hmm.
It's missing a wick. Other than that, it might work. It's completely dirty.
Who knows? Let's look around, maybe find something.
Just a few sheets of paper, some cards, and 2 test tubes. I don't need anything from here. I can't see anything interesting. I don't need anything from here. The bottom is completely blackened, as if someone burnt something in it. These do not look like cigarette or cigar ashes. There is nothing in it. A broken oil lamp. I can't do much with it. Old advertisement papers, a page with technical literature. 2 ads are marked in red.
Mm-hmm. Wait. Just
Let's try something.
combine it, and I just have the piece what I can the wig that I can insert in the lighter.
It should be usable now.
Okay. And maybe we need the test tubes later. So let's continue. Maybe we find something else. Okay.
Some old paper. I'm not going to dirty my hands on it. Some old paper. It's empty. Just ashes. It's empty. Just ashes. Just dirty paper. No, they're actually newspaper clippings. I'll have a look. A young, talented chemist acquires further appreciation. For the second time this year, our promising chemist, Richard Gordon, is attracting well-deserved attention. It has now been a week since he mentioned his work would deliver many improvements to the methodology of mammal blood research. Let's wish him good luck in his work. His research will bring fresh ideas to the domain of biochemistry. Daily Times, 19. The text that follows is illegible. I didn't know we had a famous chemist in the family. I can't see anything in it.
But now I have my lighter. Now I can light up this cabinet.
There is a latch. The back of the cabinet can be pushed off. Where could it lead?
Damn! Who the blazes are you?
I am Samuel Gordon.
You scared me half to death. What do you want?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know somebody would be here.
How did you get in?
Was the
Behind no
fencer?
cabinet, I discovered a passage to a small staircase leading downward. I descended into the darkness and felt a doorknob on the landing. And when I opened the door,
Why did you sneak in so quietly, like a thief?
I was about to say something, but you instantly spotted me.
I'm glad you aren't lying, at least. The sample in that flask was the last I had of that substance.
I'm sorry to have caused you trouble. It was not intentional.
Your apology will not help me now. I urgently need that substance for an experiment I'm planning to carry out this evening.
How can I help you then?
Would you want to?
I'll try.
Great! The flask contained an EX52 oxidant. It's neither uncommon nor expensive, but it was my last bit, and I'm not getting any until a new package arrives next week.
Next week?
Well, this place is just too far away from about everything. You cannot even get a stain cleaner in the surrounding villages.
Oh god.
So where am I supposed to get a hold of this oxidant?
I'd tell you if I knew. You could try Leechdale, but you would have to be back by dusk. You should be able to be here on time if you hurry. There's a drugstore in the square. That's where you want to go.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
It's a boron oxidant, EX52. Write it down. Make sure of the color, a vigorously saturated blue. You can't possibly confuse it with anything else.
I understand.
And now, please excuse me. I have a lot of work to do.
Boron oxidant. Oh, great. The cartridge is full of blue ink.
Just mix something together and then it should be good.
I'll take one. A technical drawing of the machine in the middle of the room, I'd say. There are many indecipherable formulas and remarks under the drawing. Various scientific volumes, physics, astrophysics. Nothing I'd be interested in.
Okay.
It's the same color as the contents of those big containers behind me. According to the color, it's probably acid. The chains reach the ceiling of the tower. At least a little sunlight is getting in through that hole in the ceiling.
Shame because I have most of the time no color.
I've never seen anything quite like it before. The whole thing is probably Richard's invention. It probably has got to do with electricity, judging by the cables on the floor. It's sure to be full of various chemicals. I'm not opening it. I didn't put anything there. It's sure to be full of various chemicals.
Okay. Try to talk with him.
First, I've got to get hold of that oxidant.
I think we'll just take some steam, loosens the label, and then put it on other flask with the paint and the water in it. Okay.
I can't see anything interesting.
Yeah. So I'll go out again.
Just turning the faucet should be enough to make the... I don't need to wash anything yet.
Good, good. Just two.
I'll fill it with water. I spilt all the ink from the pen into the glass. The ink colored the water an intense blue.
Exactly what we need. Now we need the label of the other bottle, and then we can just give it to Richard.
The stove isn't ready.
It's not. Uh, paper.
The stove isn't ready.
What is missing? Yeah, some wood, some logs. Okay. So, Samuel, now we can make a fire.
It lit up. The water will start boiling in a minute.
Maybe we should get out. In again. Ah, yeah, now we have the steam. we are learning out of the game.
Let's try something.
If we need to leave a place, come back, then something changes.
Good. I managed to get the label off the shard.
Okay.
The label from the flask that Richard broke. The ink colored the water an intense blue.
Okay. Now you stick this. The label on that, and so everything should be fine. Okay. What else we need? Glue.
The label from the flask.
Something to close it. Something to close the bottle.
I don't need anything from here.
Okay.
Strange. The soil here is of different color than anywhere else in the garden.
Do we need glue or what?
The ink colored the water an intense blue.
Yeah. Is not that what you want? This old guy is gone. It's good or bad? The gardener. Let's look around. Oh, here. Oh, we can steal something out of his toolbox.
I can't mess with the toolbox while he's around. He would notice. I can't mess with the tool. He would notice. May we talk?
What do you want?
So what is with the doorbell?
It's broken. What did you expect? It shouldn't take me long to fix it. I'll just need to find out what the problem is.
All right. I think I'll go now.
What we can do? You step him down and then grab his stuff. Fools.
I can't mess with the toolbox while he's around. He would notice.
Okay, maybe you should go to his aunt. Something like say, yes, the doorbell not working still, and the tears should go, and we are rigging to control it. Still don't get it. What should do?
Oh, Samuel.
Okay.
Do you like it here? Did you have a look around the garden?
Yes, this place is very beautiful.
That reminds me. Is Louis still working in the garden?
Yes, he's fixing the doorbell
Oh, yeah.
at the main gate.
Can you please ask him to leave that for later and mow the lawn?
Of course. I'll tell him.
You are so kind.
Yeah, here Samuel is coming, looking around the garden, and she immediately sent a gardener to mow the lawn. She's a bit worried that it's not beautiful enough in their mansion.
May we talk?
What do you want?
Louis, Eleanor asked that I tell you to mow the lawn.
I know my duties, sir. I have no time for that at the moment.
Okay. I think I'll go now.
Yeah, but she was insisting. He should do it. Okay. You try it. Go to her again, say here. The servant don't do his job.
May I bother you for a moment?
You are not bothering me, Samuel. I like talking to you.
Oh, nice woman.
I told Louis he should trim the lawn, but he insisted on fixing the doorbell first.
Oh, did he? He's hard-working and reliable, but sometimes it is difficult to get him to leave work that he has begun. Tell him that I wish him to mow the lawn right away, especially around the house. I don't want to be disturbed by that horrible sound in the evening when I'm playing.
Sure.
She's placed now
I
already,
think I'll
so
go now.
no idea. Okay. Let's go back to Louis.
May we talk?
What do you want?
Louis, Madam has explicitly ordered that you start to mow the lawn.
Really? Oh, well, I'll do it by this evening.
You must be finished before it gets dark. Madam does not want to be disturbed during the evening.
Right, right. I'll do it as soon as possible.
I think I'll go now.
Yeah, but she's still not leaving. Nothing. Okay. Be nice when I can just glue it there on it, but it's not possible now. Maybe found here. We find here something new.
I'm not opening it.
Okay. I don't know what is missing.
First, I've got to get hold of that oxidant.
This stove is off now. Maybe find you something new.
The fire is out. The fire is out. The kettle has cooled down. The fire is out. The fire is out.
Okay. Let's look around, maybe find something new.
The lock is holding the grate shut.
Okay.
What would I say to him if he saw me? A strong glue. I'll take it.
Ah, it's a clue that I'm searching for. Anything else?
A firm wire.
Good, good.
There is nothing else I need from the toolbox.
Oh, you can know what you need.
There is nothing else I need from the toolbox.
Okay, so
This should be it. The Occident is ready. I just hope that Richard won't be examining the contents too closely. A firm steel wire.
trying to check his with a wire. It's not working, but we have now it's a flask. It's a liquid. We should go to Richard first and try if he will talk with us now after we delivering him what he wanted. Good.
I've gotten the substance you need.
Oh, did you? Excellent, excellent. I'm surprised you're back so soon. You must have hurried.
Well, yes.
No matter. The important thing is I can go back to the original variant. Thank you, young man. You have helped me a great deal.
Oh, it was nothing. I only hope Richard doesn't find out about the Occident before I'm long gone. Do you know who has the key to the grate of the tomb by the swamp?
You want to go inside?
Maybe.
I can't help you with that. There's only one key as far as I know. And I haven't got it.
Who then?
Don't know. I'm not interested in the past. Ask my wife. She looks after the place. Or try Louis. He has the key to every lock around here.
Thanks. I will. If it's Eleanor who has the key, I have a problem. I have no choice but to try Louis. When did you last see William?
Oh, that must have been many years ago. I would have to try to remember. Some 8 years back, I would say. Why are you asking?
He was here about 2 years ago. Did you not
Okay.
see him?
Was he? No, I have not. I am not interested in these family visits. You see, I have a lot of work.
Have you any idea what this could be?
I haven't. But it's silver. I don't think I can tell you any more.
I'll leave you to your work then.
Okay, this information brought me nothing.
It's sure to be full of various chemicals. I'm not opening it. I didn't put anything there.
But we know that the gardener may have the key. So let's try to steal it. Ah, just throw on the lawn the wire and we start looking, and then this lawnmower get broken. And then I can steal the key. Okay, now we can steal it.
A bundle of keys. Great! I'll borrow it for a little while.
Bundle. Exactly two. Okay, but we have what we wanted. Now we can enter the tomb. Hopefully. Okay.
This is where I should be looking. I can feel it. The key can't be too far.
That's good. So that we are closer.
I can't see any lettering, not even a name. The writing has probably decayed over time. A stone lock. Strange. Maybe it is just a symbol carved in a stone tablet.
This is not working. Maybe we need to get a key. We can enter it.
Viene. Doesn't sound familiar. Odire? Malite. Maybe it's a name. The bowl is empty. There is nothing in it. The bowl is empty.
Okay. I think we should go back to Richard. He knows something that we need to put earth, water, and something like that in the bowls. And he translates it for us.
Pardon me. Can I ask you something?
Yes?
Viene, Odire, Melite. Do you know what they mean?
They sound like ancient names to me.
Do you know what those names mean?
Well, it's not something I'm familiar with, but if you give me a bit of time, I may find the answer here somewhere.
Thanks. I will ask later. I'll leave you to your work then.
Okay. Now we have such a moment where we need to go around and come back later to get the answer. Let's go to the gardener and to Eleanor and find out. First Eleanor and then the gardener and see if they have some new clues, new things to talk about.
I don't want to disturb her.
Okay.
May we talk?
What do you want?
It looks like you are having a bad day.
How do you mean?
First the doorbell, now the lawnmower.
Well, at least I've got something to do. I was planning to adjust it a bit anyway.
I think I'll go now.
Good. Let's go back to Richard. Maybe this was already enough. Did he find out about the names?
Do you have a moment?
Hold on. Go ahead.
Have you figured out what the 3 words mean?
Not yet. It's going to take me a while. I've got to finish something else first.
I'll return later. I'll leave you to your work then.
Good.
I can't see anything interesting.
I try it again.
I would like to ask you something, Richard.
Oh, give me a moment. I'm listening.
Have you managed to discover the meanings of those 3 words?
Yes, maybe it won't be entirely accurate, but they do make some sense. The first one is apparently the name of an ancient Irish god of strife. The second one was more difficult, but I believe it's the name of the druid goddess of the harvest. The third one was quite simple. It is the old name of the god of the waters of the earth.
Interesting. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome. It was actually quite entertaining to go through the dictionary again.
I know of you from some old newspaper clippings. A write-up of your research on mammal blood.
That was a very long time ago. Nowadays, I only do electrochemistry.
I need something from you. Would you help me?
From me? What would that happen to be?
I don't know how to explain this properly, so I'll be direct. I need some blood, an ounce or so.
What? Well, that really cannot be exactly easily explicable.
You have all sorts of chemicals and substances around here, so it occurred to me.
That I might have this as well. Well, hold on. I'll probably be able to fish something out for you. There should be some leftovers from my former experiments in the freezer here. An ounce shouldn't be a problem.
Oh, so I can have it?
It's all yours. Take it for whatever you need. Should you need some more, or maybe human, well, I just ran out of it.
Very funny. I'll leave you to your work then. Blood that Richard gave me.
Good.
I don't need anything from here. I can't see anything interesting.
I know that I need blood,
I don't need.
other things, so I cannot take the glass bottles to collect this stuff.
Strange. The soil here is of different color than anywhere else in the garden.
But at least he was taking the earth directly in his hand, so I think we need to put in the bowls some water, some earth, and some blood.
It reminds me of our ill-fated pond. The water is quite clean, no algae or mud.
Okay, so instead of taking the glass bottles how I wanted, we're just going from one point to the other point. So, okay. Um, oh, it works. Good.
I poured the blood into the bowl. I poured the soil into the bowl. The bowl is empty.
Yeah, I want to put water there.
Blood that Richard gave me.
Okay. Right. Maybe I should go to the hose and try to pick there some water. Come on.
Just turning the faucet should be enough to make the water run now. I don't need to wash anything yet.
You should take
Just
some.
turning the faucet should be I don't.
Okay, I think I need chemical bottles, flask. that we saw in the drawer, but you don't want to take it. Why? No idea. Kettle with water. Maybe this is enough.
The kettle has cooled down.
Hmm. There's the water inside.
A kettle.
Kettle is water or is out. Is there still water in it or not? So many questions. I don't know. But I just try to fill it up again.
It's a bit old, but not leaky.
Okay. Let's try it. Again. I just try to put the water, what is in the kettle, in the bowl. Maybe that's already everything. What we need to know.
I poured the water into the bowl. I can hear something.
Oh. Obviously, it's a puzzle game with a science. Okay. I have no clue of astronomic. So I need to be honest now. I need to search on Google how to solve it. Because that's some weird horoscope stuff. I have no clue about it. Okay. Good.
That's
We have
it.
it.
The Zodiac is the right combination.
What are you doing there? How did you get in? Give me those keys, for God's sake.
I just wanted to see the inside of that chapel.
Nobody is allowed to enter it. If Madam learned you were inside, it would be my fault. Guarding this
Yeah.
place is one of my
Do
responsibilities,
your work,
and Madam
man.
is relying on me to do it.
If you don't tell her, she won't ever know.
Well, you're lucky. I would get in bigger trouble than you for letting you in there.
Okay.
Damn, how could he have found me here? I've got to get inside again, but how? It would probably be best to return at night. The grate is locked.
Okay. You have the key now. Maybe Richard has a solution for us to get inside.
Can I bother you for a moment?
I've got quite a bit of work to do. Hurry up.
Do you remember our talk about the tomb?
Yes, I do. Did you manage to get inside?
Yes and no, but I still want to examine it thoroughly.
You're starting to interest me, young man. Why have you come to Wales anyway? And why are you so interested in our tomb?
Unfortunately, I cannot explain the whole thing just now.
I fail to see what draws you to that place so much.
I have to get inside somehow, that's all.
But
But Louis won't let me.
Louis makes no trouble. He's just doing what he is told. If it was something else, I'd settle it for you. But the tomb is a problem. Eleanor is very respectful of her ancestors and guards the place as if it were a shrine. I can't do much about it, you see.
Yes, but no one will find out. I promise. I just need the key for an hour or two.
No, that's quite impossible. Eleanor takes the key from Louis in the evening and keeps it in her bedroom for the night.
What do you suggest then?
Me? Well, maybe. I can't promise anything, but if you help me out, I'll make it easier for you to get inside.
I'll do what is needed. So what's the plan?
I'll explain everything later, but I have a couple of rules. First, you will come down here when it's dark. Second, you must not tell anyone.
Why are you doing this anyway?
You mean why am I helping you? I have my reasons, just like you have yours. So, how is it?
I will do anything if you get me inside.
Sounds
All
like a
right,
deal.
we have a bargain then.
I'll leave you to your work then.
Okay. I think we should go back to the house. Talk with Eleanor. And then we can skip forward to the evening where we can go back to Richard, help him, and he helps us to enter.
I'll go to my room and rest a while.
And there's a
I've
grave
got to
again.
get into that tomb again in the evening.
Tomb.
I waited until the last sound had quieted in the mansion, so I could be sure I could leave my room unnoticed.
Basically, teenage to sneak out like a little boy.
This place looks entirely different at night.
Yeah, here. This looks good at night. Okay. It's a nice work that I did to redesign it tonight at night.
Richard has locked himself in. Did he forget about our agreement? I need to draw his attention somehow.
Oh, good that we can throw a stone.
There's no way to see inside from here. I'll try to hit the window. mist. I hope they hear that inside. I'd better go to the door quickly.
I've been expecting you. Follow me. So is everything clear?
Yes, I believe it is.
I'd better describe the whole process once more.
No, that won't be necessary. I understood everything.
You will have to assist me. Follow my orders exactly during the whole experiment. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Variant 2.
Variant 2.
Variant 7 follows. Nice and simple, so it has time to mix.
I understand.
Back to variant 2. Number 3 will follow.
2 and 3 follows.
Now we must wait a little. Right. This is
Okay.
the moment. From now on, it's going to be easy. Just keep turning it down as I told you.
Yes.
Easy. Easy. Keep going. Right then, we're mostly done. We just need to add the oxidant.
Oxidant? What oxidant?
The one you managed to break this afternoon. What luck you had catching the druggist.
Well, maybe I should tell you something.
Hurry up then. The time's almost up.
The oxidant, you see, it actually isn't...
Now!
Uh-oh.
How could this happen? I checked my calculations to the smallest detail. A mistake was inconceivable.
Well, maybe...
You needn't apologize. It's not your fault. I must have made a mistake with the ratio somewhere. Damn.
Yes, everyone makes mistakes.
Well, you have fulfilled your part of our agreement. Now it's my turn. It's right there by the door. That green flask.
Flask? You promised to get me inside the tomb.
I have promised to make it easier for you to get inside. You must realize I could not look Eleanor in the eye if she found out I had lent you the key.
Sure, but what do I do with that flask?
The container is of little importance. It's the content that matters. It's a strong concentrated acid that will dissolve most metals on the table of elements. That should do the trick for you.
Right.
Yeah, it should. Everything is damaged.
Now, it's completely destroyed. Hopefully, Richard won't find out what happened before I leave.
Samuel. Always destroying
The
everything.
explosion has pushed it over. Now a chemical of some sort is pouring out of it. It's going to take Richard quite a bit of time before he begins another experiment, I'd say.
Okay.
I think he may not have even seen the light of day for a few weeks.
Just accept it and go out. It's his problem now.
Tools for maintaining the fireplace.
Okay. Let's go and shovel. The tomb.
The lock is holding the grate shut. We'll see how strong this acid is. Very well. The lock has fallen off.
It's very strong. Okay. Let us save first. Before we enter it.
A secret passage. I can't go any further. The tomb is locked like a safe. At least I know I'm approaching my goal. I think I'll need the right key. The lock looks odd and quite complex. That symbol on the lock, though, I've seen it before. I think I'll need the right key. The lock looks odd and quite complex. That symbol on the lock, though, I've seen it before.
But where? Come on, Sariel. We don't choose it.
The silhouette of the chapel ruins looms over the swamp, as though it meant to warn.
Who knows? Who knows? If I can find the keyword. I think it will not be in the garden. It would be somewhere in the house.
The entrance is locked.
Okay. I think here in the garden is nothing like this.
I can't leave yet. I'll go back.
Okay. Maybe Richard can help us. Let's here's something to find.
Tools for maintaining the fireplace.
I think I need them somewhere.
Pardon me, can I ask you something?
Yes?
There is a symbol of a very unique cross-like shape in the chapel. Would you happen to know anything about it?
Oh, I think I know what you mean. It's an old symbol of the nobleman of the manor. It's strange, though. I've never noticed it there myself. Eleanor has got the only remaining one in her jewelry box.
I'd like to see it. Where exactly is that box?
She tends to keep it nearby. It's probably somewhere in the main hall. The mansion will be closed for the night. Take my key from the table over there.
Thanks. I'll leave you to your work then.
Good. Here's a key, and we know where we can get the sign. There's a key for this gate.
The fire is out.
Mhm. Okay. I got it.
The bottom part looks exactly like the opening in the grate of the underground tomb.
Good. Now we can open it. Yeah, one step further to get the key. Also, symbol keys. The sacred key. Mhm. Right. Let's save on time. Maybe you're just dying around the next corner.
This must be Durgan's tomb. The curtain of steam makes it impossible to estimate the distance to the bottom. The floor may have collapsed deeply. I'd better hold back.
Good.
been chiseled from stone. Except for their size, there is nothing special about them. Why are there so many of them about the tomb? I'll try to push the lid off.
Okay.
This must be Durgan's tomb.
Let's see what is written
There's
here.
an opening on the top. There's an opening on the top. Use a stranger's head, or your own will shed.
So we're reading that, and I think it's a warning. We should not. We saw that we are not should open the tomb or the grave without putting something on the top, because we were seeing Samuel is losing his head instead. So I think we should use one of the skulls placed there.
They've all been chiseled from stone. Except for their size, there is nothing special about them. Why are there so many of them about the tomb? They've all been chiseled from stone.
Okay. Let's throw the little rocks.
There's an opening on the top.
I think we should put one of the skulls up in there.
The roots have worked their way down here. Soon they will disrupt the whole ceiling of the tomb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here. One is different than the other one.
This one has a crack on it. It looks a bit different than the other ones.
Okay. Recombine it with the rocks. So maybe we can throw it down.
It can't have fallen any worse. I probably ran out of luck in the mines yesterday.
Okay. Can we take something long?
This one isn't made of stone like the other ones. To whom could such a large skull have belonged?
Okay.
Damn, it's too far. I can't reach it.
So maybe we need to find something else to grab the key. Okay. Yes, I have no idea what I should combine with it. So we should search for something what we can use as a tool to grab it there inside. Hmm. Ah! This thing on the oven of the abandoned house that we can use. I was questioning myself all the time for what it is used for, what we can always click on it but never take it.
Maybe I'll reach it now.
Okay.
That sound. What was that?
Let's find out if the mechanism is disabled. But first we should save, otherwise we lose our head again.
Duggan Gordon.
I think it's
I did not have any reason to extend my stay in Wales. The next morning, I said goodbye to Eleanor and returned to Black Mirror.
chapter 4. Well, good, it was a shorter chapter. Forgotten Bound. Okay, this was chapter 3. We found the second key. It was a quite short chapter, but it was still good. I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to write something in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, and I hope I see you soon.